Hello everyone. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anita and welcome back to Blossom Women. It's good to have you back here today. So today's video, I decided to do an update for you guys just to share what's been going on with me for the past few months and what I've been experiencing in terms of side effect, medications, and recent GP visits. So for the past few months, I've been having body twitchiness. So the twitchiness started with my eye. So it was one eye at first. So I was having twitchiness underneath my eye right here. And I'll show you guys a video. I'll put a video up here just to show you what it was like. So it started here and it was visible. You can actually see the twitchiness actually visible. So I did some research online. It said that it could be because I'm tiredness, lack of sleep, or not eating right, or etc. And at first I was like, okay, maybe that's the reason why. But the twitchiness was not supposed to be visible at all, but mine was actually visible. You can actually see the twitchiness, and that was for like a couple of weeks. It was really annoying and irritating. I did not like it at all. So because of the annoyance behind it, I did some research online. I found out that the twitchiness could be linked to so many things like tiredness, lack of sleep, not eating right, and etc. So I was okay, maybe that's the reason why I'm not sleeping right then. Even though there have been times in my life that I have not slept more than 2 hours in a week, and I was tired, but I never actually experienced twitching before. So this time around, I was actually sleeping more than before, and I was experiencing twitching. I am still experiencing twitching, but I have a medication to help relax my body muscles, so it's not as consistent and as severe as before. So when the twitching started, like I said, what I did then is I did some research online and I found some home remedy that I can actually use to relieve the twitchiness. So I was like, why not? I might as well try it. I'm willing to try anything at this point because the twitchiness was getting ridiculous. And bear in mind, at this stage, it was just my eye. So both eyes started twitching underneath right here, and it was very visible. You can actually see it. So both eyes started twitching at this stage. And you have no idea when I say it's very annoying. If you've actually experienced twitchiness before, you know how irritating it is. So I started taking apple cider vinegar. So I would dilute apple cider vinegar with water, and I take that twice a day. I will take that in the morning and in the evening. And I took that for like a week to 2 weeks, and then I noticed a difference. The twitching stopped for a little while, and I was so happy. I was ecstatic. I was like, oh, thank God, this is over. I no longer have to deal with this anymore. Then a few weeks, 2 weeks later, the twitching started again. It started with my eye this time, and it was both eyes. I was like, what is going on? Again, I repeated the apple cider vinegar and it stopped. So for a month, my twitching stopped. I was so happy, and I was happy. Then, towards that end of that month, I started twitching, and this time around, it was a different part in my body. My thighs started twitching, and then my arm started twitching, and then my stomach started twitching, and then my toes started twitching, and then my cheeks started twitching, and then my lips started twitching. And I was wondering, what is going on? And then the worst part of it all was when my ass started twitching. So the surface of my ass started twitching. Yes, and I think that was the most irritating part of it. I think that body part is so sensitive to any kind of movement. So it was really uncomfortable. I could not sleep. So I remember I actually visited the GPs a couple of times, and I was told, oh, you're tired, you need to sleep, you're not sleeping, you're not this, blah blah blah. So the only solution that was given to me was, you're tired, you need to get some sleep. And I was like, I'm not tired. What kind of tiredness is this? It's like, yeah, it happens. And I was even told, because I remember there was a time I had to go into an emergency center because I could not sleep throughout that night. I was in agony. I was crying. I could Whenever I tried to relax my body, I even tried using music and things like that just to relax my body. I could not, because I was in agony. I was so irritated. I could not sleep. I tried to focus my mind, but all I could hear was like full body twitchiness. I became a twitching machine. So when I visited the emergency hospital, after waiting for almost 24 hours to be seen, and they told me, oh, they can't really tell me what's wrong with me, that it's and then the doctor said to me, maybe it's cramp. I was like, no, it's not body cramp. You can see, because I had document everything. I had videos and everything, videos, pictures and everything to show what had been going on. So I showed them, said, oh, they don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's just body cramp. I was like, it's not body cramp. I know what body cramp feels like. I've experienced body cramp. Body cramp is painful. When you have cramp on your leg, it's painful. So I was like, this is not body cramp. This is more than that. So they couldn't really do anything for me, to be honest. Nothing could be done for me. So I went home that night again, could not sleep. And eventually I was just like, I've had enough. I cannot do this anymore. I have had enough. I've had enough. Because it was affecting my life. It was affecting my sleep. It was affecting my work. Because I'll be pasting around when I'm at work. I'll be pasting around. I can't even sit for too long because I start to twitch. So I have to move around to distract myself. And eventually I was like, it's enough. So I booked an appointment with my GP again. I went to my GP. I was like, look, I don't want anyone telling me anymore that this is lack of sleep. Because even online, like when I did online research, I watched videos. There were people even online, when I did online research as well, I watched YouTube videos. There were people as well that was experiencing the same thing. And they were saying that they've been twitching for the past 3, 4, 5 years. And that's it. I was like, well, if you've been twitching for the past 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know what your twitching is like, but if it's like mine, then there's no way you would have been able to just live with it, because it affects you. It affects your daily life. So when I got to the GP, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Somebody has to tell me what is going on. Something needs to be done, because it's affecting me every single time. My daily life, activities, sleeping, everything is affecting me. So the last GP I saw then, I showed him the video and everything again, and he had a look, and then it was like, okay, it could lead to anything. Before then, I actually I read into my medication a bit more, and in terms of my estrogen, my femistone, on the leaflet and reading into it more, it says that one of the rare side effects is uncontrollable body movement. So I was like, bingo, that's the reason why. And I don't see any reason why. At this stage as well too, my thyroid had relapsed as well for the 5th time. So and also with thyroid as well, one of the side effects with thyroid as well is also body movement as well too. So when I said to my GP, look, people have been telling me, everyone have been saying, because I'm tired, I'm not sleeping. At this stage, it's been going on for almost 6 months. I was like, at this stage, I'm not going to accept that answer. I'm just not going to accept it, because it's affecting me so badly. I'm tired of it. So I showed him the video. And I showed him what I read online. And once I showed that to him, he was able to prescribe a medication for me. I don't have the medication with me right here today, but I'll definitely show you guys on a different video. So he prescribed a medication for me that's supposed to help to relax your body muscles and your body, to stop any kind of movement or twitchiness in your body, to trigger those muscles. So it helps to relax then your muscles. So I took the medication it was meant to be for 28 days. So 3 weeks into the medication, I noticed a dramatic difference for me. My body twitchiness actually stopped. It didn't stop completely, but it wasn't as annoying, and I wasn't as irritated by it. You know what I mean? So 3 weeks later, the medication actually stopped working. So for the first medication, I was given 10 milligram. So after 3 weeks, the medication stopped working. And then, of course, what do you expect? The twitching started again. So the twitching started it started with my back. Again, there were other places that was not twitching before, but this time around when it started, my back started twitching. I started having twitching back. My neck started twitching. My chin started twitching. My arm started twitching. My palms started twitching. Basically, just let's just say everywhere started twitching. So initially it was my thighs and my leg, was only the right legs that was twitching. Then the second leg joined. Every part of the body on the side, everywhere started twitching there basically. So I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. But I waited a couple of weeks just to see if the twitchiness will actually maybe reduce itself and stop. So I waited a couple of weeks, and that couple of weeks that I waited for, the twitching actually got worse. So it started increasing. Like it started on a very low pace, and then it started just increasing gradually, increasing. I was like, no. So I just came back from the GP actually today while I'm doing this video, and I got a higher dose on the medication. I was like, I need a higher dose. So I got 25 milligram. And I make sure I ask the right question to make sure that the higher dose medication was not going to implicate or affect me in any way with other medications that I'm going through. And he said, no, it's fine. It doesn't have any major side effects, and it shouldn't have any effect in terms of all the medication, hormonal medication that I'm taking. So that's what the twitchiness I've been dealing with. I don't know if anyone else is going through this, and if you are on HRT, if you're experiencing something like this. I don't know. If you are, definitely let me know, because I don't want to feel like I feel like right now I'm alone in that. I know there's other people there that's having body twitchiness, but they have reasons for that. For me, I don't believe it's tiredness, because I do sleep, so I don't believe it's tiredness. I believe it's related to our HRT in a way, with hormones and the estrogen. So I believe it's related that way, and also the thyroid as well too. So guys, that's it in terms of the body twitchiness and what's been going on with me. So my GP has been really great. He's been really understanding, and he knows that, I showed him the video this time, and he knows this. He saw the video with his two eyes, and he was like, oh, I see. And he knows that he understands with me that, okay, it's very annoying, it does affect your life, and he's very open to me asking questions to make sure it doesn't affect me or whatsoever. So he's been really good to me, and I'm very happy about that. I'm going to talk about then my thyroid. So my thyroid, like I said, has relapsed 5 times. I'm still to do a video on thyroid. I'll do that. My thyroid has relapsed 5 times already, and at this stage, it seems like anytime it relapses, the symptoms are getting worse. My thyroid relapsed last year, and I had no idea it relapsed. I was tired. Like I said, I was getting less sleep last year because of what I was going through. Was it 2 years ago, 2018, towards the end of the year 2018. So 2 years, wow, 2 years ago, yeah. So my thyroid had relapsed 2 years ago, and it was really bad. That was like the worst state of my thyroid, and I did not go to the hospital on time. And when it was discovered, it was because of something else. I went to the hospital. That's when they did the blood test, and they told me my thyroid was over the roof. Like it was over the roof. It was really bad. And I think that actually drive me crazy mentally, with time realizing it. And so it's relapsed 5 times now. Right now, I'm currently back on the thyroid medication, and I'm due a doctor very soon. My GP has just prescribed a medication for me to be taking until I'm able to see my doctor in the main hospital. So I'm waiting for that. And yeah, and and recently as well too, especially towards December and January, I suffered from a major hot flash in December and January. My hot flash was really bad. I didn't know what was going on there, but I think it was the thyroid as well too, because thyroid also has similar symptoms to HRT as well too. That's what I've noticed with thyroid as well too. You can get like crazy hot flash. So I suffered from a hot flash in December and January, whereby like January towards the end, December was really cold. January was quite cold. I was wearing t-shirt, not t-shirt. I was wearing really light tops, and I was making sure that whenever I wore any bottom, I had light tight where I can easily get some breeze into me, because December and January was really, really, really bad for me in terms of the hot flashes, because I suffered from major hot flash. I was really hot. I felt like the heat wave was just taking over me, especially when I'm sitting in my desk in the office. Next thing you see me, I'm running to the window or to open up the window because this heat wave just comes over me unexpectedly. And at first I was thinking, okay, maybe my femistone is not working any longer, but then I realized, yeah, I'm back on my thyroid. So it's definitely from the thyroid. Sometimes it's hard to tell when both conditions have similar symptoms, so it's very hard to tell sometimes. You're thinking, okay, maybe it's the HRT, it's not working. Then you have to recognize that you're just back on your thyroid medication. You've just been re-diagnosed. So thyroid has similar symptoms to your HRT. So it's sometimes it's hard to identify, like I said. Yeah. There's one thing I need to mention as well. With my thyroid, I've gained a lot of weight. So I do gain weight. Like I said before, I gain weight with my thyroid medication. I've gained so many weights. Everybody's like, oh, you look good, you've gained weight. I'm like, it's not natural weight, it's medication weight. I gain weight like crazy. And yeah, because my neck are all filled up right now, and I know the reason why. So now when I do gain weight, I'm able to identify that, okay, this is the reason why I'm gaining weight. It's not because I'm eating right or I'm exercising or whatever it is. It's because of the thyroid medication that I gain weight. So I'll definitely keep you guys more updated on everything else that's going on once I get back from my doctor's appointment in March. And just to let you know where my thyroid is at the moment, because in the long run, I'm actually thinking that if the thyroid keeps, especially the fact it's relapsed 5 times, if it keeps relapsing, I feel like if after this treatment, if it relapse again, I need to go for an option of either radiotherapy or surgery. And I think radiotherapy is the first option, and then before you then consider into surgery. And I've read so much about radiotherapy online, and I know there's major side effects with the radiotherapy as well, with the surgery as well too. But I feel like at this stage, going off medication and coming back on medication, in the long run, I don't feel like it's going to be safe. So that's something I'm going to discuss with the doctor, just to make sure that if it does relapse for the 6 times, what are the next steps that can be taken? What do I need to do? What are my options then? So that's where my headspace is at the moment, because dealing with thyroid is it's very, very, very hard. Sometimes I get it like tingling on my throat, like just I could be lying down or doing something else, and I get like this tingling that just goes down my throat. It's very sore and very uncomfortable, and I with the side effects from thyroid as well too. It's even when you're not tired, you're feeling tired. Your body's weak, and you just feel out of your body. You don't feel comfortable with yourself. It's just the whole thing is just it's not easy at all. And yeah, guys, that's what really I wanted to share with you guys today so far. And I'm going to be doing this monthly update on every single month. So this is the January monthly update. I'm going to be doing it February as well. I kind of want to do that so that it's not like with my other videos, I make notes on what I want to discuss from my previous experience. With these ones, they're just kind of like what's going on with me at the moment, and what am I dealing with. And so guys, that comes to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.